So I know y'all heard the foolery down there with Anthony and Austin. Okay. Now when the situation first dropped, Take Heed was in there talking about it. And I'm gonna share something with you. I still stand 10 toes down that bullying should not lead to death. Okay. I'm still going agree with that. Bullying should not lead to death because a lot of y'all was bullies. A lot of y'all was bullied too, okay? And so nobody didn't die, okay? And I'm gonna share something with you. Some of y'all badass children are bullies. That doesn't mean you want them to die, okay? So at the end of the day, bullying should not lead to death, okay? Regardless of how you feel. Even if you get in here and say, okay, he was jumped by two of the brothers, y'all act like y'all have never been jumped before. Y'all act like that your mama never said to you, long as you get one down on the ground, okay? And you get in there and lay hands. Now, take heed to the message is not supporting violence. I do not support violence. But the thing is that bullying should not lead to death. And we shouldn't co-sign the bullying that it leads to death. And a lot of y'all are doing that, okay? You don't know what it's like to put a child of yours in the ground. So my heart still goes out to Austin's family. Okay. My heart still goes out to Austin family and also Anthony too, because he's one of our children. So of course my heart goes out to Anthony too, but you can't take heed to sign up for bullying leads to death. Now let's get into the foolery. The father's story, his past on Austin's side, the Caucasian side, that there's a lot of hidden stuff about the daddy. The daddy has a history of nonsense, okay? He has done foolery, okay? They said that he committed an essay in 2011, okay? So this man has done nonsense. Now check this out. If this was Anthony family, okay, if this was Anthony's father, this would have been all over social media. It would have been all over, all in the news and everything. But when it came to, this is the difference, when it came to the Caucasian family, you don't hear anything about the father on social media. They just trying to paint the family as a wholesome family. But that's not true. They're not wholesome. Okay. So when you go into digging, the truth is that Anthony family is the wholesome family. Okay. He comes from an upright mother and an upright father, and the mother and father been together over 17 years. Okay. But when you look at Austin family, the mother and father was not together, and allegedly the father didn't want those twins. He didn't want to have a family. He wasn't ready to be a father. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. So now these boys were raised by their mama. Okay. Nobody think it's strange that the mother and father have a GoFundMe thing going on, and Anthony family only have one. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. We have to still get out here and call a spade a spade. Okay. When you see the interviews, it's always the mother and the son. It's never the mother, the son, and the father. All of them are separated in all this thing. And the mother is trying to compose herself the best way she can. But I'm going to share something with you, ladies. One thing you have to understand, you cannot raise boys to be men. There is a certain time where these boys need to go live with their father so they learn how to regulate their emotions. And if the father don't want to be bothered with them, there is a time where you have to get them under men of substance, okay? Which the mama looked like she was trying to do by putting the one in football. I don't know what she did with the other, okay? But children need their fathers. This is why it's important to be careful of who you lay down with and have babies, okay? So the Caucasian family, the young boys are not exempt, okay, from growing up being monsters when the father is not there like he's supposed to be there, okay? So now a little truth is coming out. All right, this is good. This is good. Also, too, in the police report, right, the third officer acknowledged that okay, Anthony was crying the whole time while he was trying to tell his story. He was crying the whole time. But everybody else acknowledged like, oh, Anthony was some tough kid and this and that. And he wasn't. It still doesn't excuse what happened. But let's get in here and get the true understanding of what really happened. And take heed, once again, will not subscribe to y'all believing that it was good that